Um, hey there, YouTube. How you doing? This is going to be a weird video because I got a lot of thoughts in my head. They might be connected, um, but my number one concern is like we as white people, not just white Americans, but white people worldwide, we got to unite and we got to work as one people. And there is a lie being sold to us that we are the citizens of the world, and that lie is coming from the British Commonwealth and the British royal family, and they want us to think like we're all just citizens of the world to serve them and the crown. I hate them, and I don't like them at all, and I will not follow their evil propaganda. Um, I would say that the crown propaganda is in line with Israel propaganda. I think they're the one of the same. I don't know which beast controls the other, or it's like a Hydra too, because then you got the United States. There was a movie a long time ago, well maybe like early 2000s. It's called The Ring of Power. And it was made by a lady, and her last name was Powers. I want to say Grace Powers, and it was Anu Stop, um, or All Men Stop, because she believes that all this evil comes from the hidden Egyptian god Amun and his cult. But a very interesting movie, and since the release of that film, it's been censored heavily, and not only with the censorship, but if you go ahead to YouTube and you try to do a search for it, the Rings of Power, or the Ring of Power is called the Ring of Power by Grace Powers. Um, they have saturated the marketplace of ideas with the Ring of Power from Lord of the Rings, and from that HBO series. I can't even remember what it was, but that's also muddy in the works. So it's very hard to find a real undiluted, or what's the word, debauchulated copy. If you can get yourself a real copy, and you might get some fragments here and there, but to get the 2 hour movie version of that documentary it would be really hard. But now I went on so long describing that. Now I don't even know why I was talking about starting this video. But the that would be our enemy, I guess. And then if we can identify our enemy, and they make it so hard for us to work against this thingamabobber, we have to organize ourselves, and we have to circle the wagons, and we got to protect ourselves, and we got to work with one another for common safety and protection, so we could thrive and multiply. But we got this force here that's trying to milk us dry, and all our efforts to build strong, healthy families is being destroyed because they're taking all our resources in the form of taxes, and they're giving away to this little itty bitty nation in the desert over there in the Middle East that's just slaughtering everybody and grabbing their land, and with our money against our will. Um, we have to organize and fight against this thing, and uh, the movies talk about grassroots movements, and the poor people getting together, and they all have a leader, and it's like Robin Hood, and Robin Hood comes and he steals from the evil rich people and he gives to the poor. But that's the movies, and we this is real life. And there were other movies in the early 70s, fighting the power, fighting the man, where poor people would live in a communal type living situation. They would work together, not like a farm. They would farm the land together, and they would reap the rewards. Um, at the same time of doing that, they would also go out and they would leaflet. They would They would drop off newspapers and ask for donations, and from this is the world from our point of view. Even the Watchtower. The uh, Jehovah Witnesses. They do that, and that we're going to have to develop a movement like that. We're already a people. We got a way of life. We have to build a communal kind of like living, so it's just us and not them, because them mixing us together, it's killing us, and it's making it harder and harder for us to survive. And we have to unite and rely on one another to protect ourselves from these evil invaders. So the best thing we can do is to pool our money together and get property. We have to buy property with like-minded people, and we have to farm and work the land. There's so many things that we could do with the land, and there's so many things we could do to make land productive. Just starting out there with beehives and worm farms. You need the worms to turn the soil to make that productive, and then the bees is just, yeah, you need the bees for pollination and all that, but man, you also need their honey and stuff, and the royal jelly, and there's other good nutrients you can get from bees. Man, bees are very important. But and then you get your cattle, and you get the cattle's very, very interesting for me, because I do love eating beef. I'm not anti beef at all, but I'm pro cow, and I want to try to give the cow a full life before it is consumed. Um, right now, I think cows are being slaughtered at 2 years of age. They fatten up them and slaughter them as fast as possible, and I don't think that's humane. And then the bulls, fuck, I think they get slaughtered right away. And yeah, veal production can't exist. I don't believe in veal production, but I guess we'd be some good dairy cows. And then when the cows, what would be the right age? It's insane, because I think a cow in nature will live to at least 18 or 20 years. So it can't be 2 years, and it can't be 20 years. So